Once upon a time, there lived a miller and his son. They had a donkey that they used to carry their goods to the market. One day, as they were walking to the market, they passed a group of people. The first group of people they passed remarked, "What a foolish pair. They have a donkey but no one is riding it." Hearing this, the miller asked his son to ride the donkey. As they continued on their way, they passed another group of people. This group said, "Look at that selfish boy, comfortably riding the donkey while his poor old father has to walk." Upon hearing this, the son got off the donkey, and the miller climbed on. As they walked further, they passed yet another group of people. This group exclaimed, "How cruel! The heavy old man is riding the donkey while making the young boy walk." Confused and frustrated, the miller and his son decided to carry the donkey themselves. As they struggled to lift the donkey, they lost their grip, and the donkey fell into a river and drowned. The moral of the story is that trying to please everyone will only lead to confusion and trouble. It's impossible to satisfy everyone's expectations, so it's important to do what you think is right and not be swayed by others' opinions.
Oliver and the Time-Traveling Teapot. Oliver, a curious and imaginative boy, stumbled upon a peculiar teapot in his grandmother's attic. This wasn't just any ordinary teapot. It held a magical secret. Whenever steam wisped from its spout, it unveiled scenes from different times and places. Intrigued, Oliver discovered the teapot's ability to transport him through time. He marveled at historic events, witnessed distant lands, and encountered diverse cultures. The teapot led him through tales of valor, moments of kindness, and the lessons of the past. However, Oliver soon faced a dilemma. As he journeyed through time, he realized the impact of his presence. Small changes he made in the past had unforeseen consequences in the future. One day, while visiting a historical event, Oliver saved a butterfly from harm, thinking it a simple act of kindness. But upon returning to his time, the world had changed. The consequences of that small action rippled across history, altering the course of events and disrupting the future. Distressed by the unintended chaos caused by his actions, Oliver sought a solution. With the help of the teapot's wisdom, he understood the importance of respecting the past and the delicate balance of time. He embarked on a quest to mend the fabric of history. Oliver traveled through pivotal moments, mending what he could and learning to leave the past undisturbed. He realized that the past held valuable lessons to shape the future, and altering it could disrupt the natural order of life. Returning to his present, Oliver embraced a newfound understanding of responsibility and the significance of preserving history. He shared his experiences, urging others to appreciate the past while looking forward to the future. The moral of Oliver and the Time-Traveling Teapot teaches us to cherish history, value the present, and consider the impact of our actions on the future. Every moment, whether in the past, present, or future, plays a role in shaping our world.
Once upon a time, in a prosperous kingdom, there ruled a wise and just king named King Benjamin. He was known far and wide for his honesty and integrity. King Benjamin had a reputation for always speaking the truth, no matter how difficult it was. One day, a poor farmer named Jack came to the king's palace. Jack was in desperate need of help. His crops had failed, and he could not afford to feed his family. With a heavy heart, he approached King Benjamin and said, "Your Majesty, I am in dire need of assistance. My family is starving, and I do not know what to do." King Benjamin, moved by the farmer's plight, immediately ordered his ministers to provide Jack with enough food to sustain his family for a year. Jack was deeply grateful and thanked the king profusely for his generosity. A few days later, a rich merchant named Edward also visited the palace. He was cunning and deceitful, always trying to manipulate others for his own gain. He approached the king with a sly smile and said, "Your Majesty, I am facing financial losses in my business. I request a loan from the royal treasury to save my ventures." King Benjamin, with his keen sense of discernment, looked into the merchant's eyes and said, "I cannot lend you money from the royal treasury, for I sense dishonesty in your intentions." However, I can offer you guidance on how to improve your business practices and regain your prosperity. Edward was taken aback by the king's honesty. He had expected the king to be easily deceived, but King Benjamin's integrity prevailed. Edward left the palace, realizing that he needed to change his ways and learn the value of honesty. The story of King Benjamin's honesty spread throughout the kingdom. People admired and respected him even more for his unwavering integrity. His reign became a shining example of how honesty and truthfulness could transform a kingdom into a land of prosperity and trust. Moral of the story: honesty leads to trust and prosperity, creating a just and harmonious society.